What's up, everybody? John Rankin here. I'm back from Ireland, safe and sound, absolutely refreshed and ready for what's next in my journey. As you can tell, I'm really excited. Excited for multiple reasons, but so what I wanted to do real quick, I'll let you guys sign on it. It's a little bit later than normal, but I had to do some catching up on all the kind of stuff that I had to do. And so what I kind of wanted to do today was just kind of do a review of some of the stuff I saw in Ireland, talk about the Ireland trip. Hey, Giselle, how are you? And then really move into the March trip, kind of what I've started to arrange and just talk about that. So, a couple of things about my Ireland trip. A lot of unexpected stuff, right? So the contest winner, she got sick. She had to have an emergency medical procedure. So I ended up doing that whole thing solo and pretty crazy. But it was an absolute amazing time. And I just wanted to share a couple of thoughts that I had from what I saw over there. So the first thing is that the people of Ireland are probably some of the most friendly people I've ever met in my life. There's no question in my mind that probably many of those people would have opened up their homes to me, not knowing me. They were so friendly. They were so nice. It was just a wonderful environment to be in. And I really am excited about going back in March. Then the other thing I thought about was from a business perspective. So if you're on here tonight and you're an entrepreneur, you've started a brick and mortar business for yourself, or you're doing something else that's, that you're making money out of, that you're independently contracted, I just want you to put the $ in the live feed, or if you're watching it on replay, just put the $, okay? Because here's what I thought about. So I was at the Rock of Cashel, which is a little bit south of Dublin. Let me think, I'm doing the math here. It was about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours from Dublin. And you guys probably saw those pictures. It was just this massive, massive structure, huge archways, and the structural, I'm searching for the word, the structural kind of design was amazing. So as I was walking around, I had horrible signal, so my live didn't really work out well for you guys. But I got to put it up and did another video following. But as I was walking around, there were two things that really stuck out to me. First of all, and it stuck out to me in a business sense. Here's a structure that was built in the early thousands and still standing. And what has to happen for that to still exist? I mean, heck, man, we build houses now and those things are thrown away in like no time, 100 years, right? So here's this structure that is at this point around 1,000 years old. I mean, I was at a pub that was 690 something years old. I mean, how does this stuff still exist, right? And two things stuck out to me, and it sticks out to me in a business sense. And the first is that if you don't have a good foundation, the building's going to crumble. The business is going to crumble. You have to have a good foundation. And a part of having a good foundation is knowing what you're building for. You can't just build and go, oh, I'll ad lib and I'll do this and I'll do that, and when it's all said and done, it'll be fine. No. Part of building with a good foundation is building with the understanding of what the end goal is, right? Where we want to go, what we want to do, and kind of that whole purpose-driven kind of mantra. So the first thing is I really noticed that the foundation had to be right in order for this structure to last. The second thing that I really kind of stuck out to me was that you can have a great foundation, but if you don't have the proper building material, if you don't select the right type of stuff, the building's going to crumble. So as I was looking at the rock and the stones that these guys used, some of those things were 6 feet long, and I don't know how much it weighed, but they were massive stones, massive archways of single stones. And I don't even know how in the thousands they could have chiseled this all out. And like, man, I look at it and I'm like, it probably took them hundreds of years to even build the thing. But from a business perspective, you've got to have a proper foundation, and you've got to select the right materials to build with. And it's the same in your business, whether you're talking about a brick and mortar, whether you're talking about a sales position, an independent contractor position. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. If you are working for yourself, you must have a good foundation, and you must select the right building material. And man, it just really hit me hard while I was sitting there touring that amazing structure, right? And I just wanted to talk about that. If you're in a position in your life where you're building a business for yourself and things aren't necessarily going the way you want them to go, maybe you should check out your foundation. Maybe you should check out your building materials. Because if those two things are askew, then you're not going to come up with the end result that you're after. So I just wanted to share some thoughts about that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the lives and the pictures and just the sharing of that journey. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch gears, and I'm going to talk about March. Okay, so I had already had this plan. I have a meetup group, and I was planning on taking 20, 30 people to Ireland. I've managed to secure some great deals. What's up, legend? Hey, everybody, if you don't know, Jay Manuzzi, he's a legend. So you can wave at him. I'm going to wave at him right now. Thanks for serving our country, buddy. So I'm going to do this trip to Ireland in March. And I did some price comparisons for some other people that were doing very similar trips. And on my initial look at them, I can beat that price by about $1,000, right? Per person. So I need to hear from you guys if you're dedicated to making this happen. Because if you are, then I'm going to put forth the effort. I'm going to put together a completely badass trip. We're going to go to Dublin for 2 days. We're going to go to the Rock of Cashel. We're going to go to Jerepoint Abbey. We're going to go to Connemara. We're going to stay at Dromoland Castle, Waterford Castle. I've got some great stuff in store. And remember, one of my travel hacks that I talk about is the power of the crowdsourcing, utilizing the idea that the more people that come, I can drive down the price. So if I can get firm commitments from you guys, I'm gonna put the effort and the work into this. I'm gonna chase this trip down. Right now, airfare for the period of time that we want to go, round trip tickets from Chicago is $350. You can't beat that with a stick. So I want you guys to put in the feed. If you're interested in going to Ireland, put a leprechaun in. How's that? Well, let's just do a leprechaun. And I need to know if you're serious. What I'm looking at is doing about, and I don't have the details yet, so don't quote me on this, come October, is October 1st doing a $500 down payment where you can show me that you're committed to going. Because again, I'm going to have to put in quite a bit of work to make this trip happen. And I'm totally okay with that because I want to go back to Ireland. I had such a great time. So last thing, real quick, London. I'm not joking, guys. I have trips to give away. I have experiences to give away that are going to absolutely blow your mind. So if you want to go to London with me, you just go and put in your information. So that's it, man. That's it for tonight. I just wanted to share some of the thoughts, and I'll pop them in throughout the week because I actually wrote down quite a few thoughts I had. If you can't tell, I'm super energetic and excited about what took place and what's to come. And I can't wait to go to Ireland with all of you. So have a great night. We'll see you guys tomorrow when I go live.